Facebook folk. How's it going? I am jumping on this live today because I am doing something significant this week and I want to ask for your help and your support. I have a radio show, maybe you've seen me posting about this, on a community radio station, a project called Kinda Sound Radio. And my radio show is called Meditation for Misfits. And sometimes I do shows by myself and I talk a bit about my story and my struggles with mental health and why I'm passionate about creating a ripple effect in my community and supporting other folk like me of all ages. A lot of kids and teens, obviously, because I'm a certified meditation teacher, kids meditation teacher. Supporting other folk like me and empowering them through meditation and mindfulness so they don't suffer as much as I did. And I've got to the stage in my personal and professional development where I need to speak more openly about some of my struggles, and I feel vulnerable doing this. It's out of my comfort zone. It's made me very emotional over the last few days, and there's been quite a lot of tears and journaling, and I'm jumping on here because I want to tell as many people as possible that I'm taking this step so that you can get involved, so that you can tune into my show, so that you can feel inspired, and so that you can also maybe send me a message of support while I'm doing it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go live on my show. The shows air on Wednesday, so it'll be this Wednesday, 11 o'clock UK time, 12 o'clock Spain time and other places. And then there's a replay on Thursday at the same time, and I'm going to talk about growing up under Section 28. And to refresh your memory, if you're like, oh, what was that? I can't remember. Or if you don't know what I'm talking about because you're not from the UK, then I will explain. It's interesting, no? I'm feeling vulnerable, so my voice is going a little bit while I'm sharing this. So, fascinating. Section 28 was a law that came in 1988 in Scotland and in England and Wales as well. And it banned the promotion and the discussion of homosexuality in local authority. So how did this affect me specifically? Well, from the age of 5, because 1988 I was 5, I went to school and we could not be educated. It wasn't allowed to talk about homosexuality. And this law prevailed in Scotland until the year 2000, when I was 17. It was repealed in 2000 in Scotland. It was repealed in England and Wales in 2003. And as someone who is not heterosexual, the impact that had on me as a young person, I'm still feeling now, and I'm only really unraveling, or have been in the last couple of years. I always knew it wasn't easy to come to terms with my sexual orientation. I always knew that impacted massively on how my mental health suffered, and it took me a long time to get out of that vicious cycle. I've talked about that in terms of my story, but I've never gone into the specifics, and I realise that I have been holding myself back a bit, and that I want to use the platform of this radio show to talk about this in more depth, because it's really important. It's really important for me on a personal level to own this story and to continue to make sense of it all, because I know that there's so many other people out there that are in the same boat as me, of all ages, and I want to use this platform to talk up in a way that is vulnerable and true and clumsy and whatever else it'll be on Wednesday. Lots of emotion, I'm sure, because I feel that I have a responsibility to do that, and I feel that one of my roles, one of my focuses in this work that I do, is to inspire other people and to use my voice to reach others like me, so that we can support each other, and so that if there's other folk who have struggled or are struggling, or they've got young folk in their lives who are struggling with not fitting in, because essentially that's one of my biggest struggles. We all know that if my brand, if my radio show is called Meditation for Misfits, it's that. This was one thing for me, Section 28 and the impact it had on my life, that obviously has fed into this thing of like being different and not fitting in, and wanting to reject myself, and feeling deep vulnerability and shame and pain and all these other things. So I am recording this video because on Wednesday I'm doing this show live, and I would appreciate as many people coming along as possible. The show is on at 11 o'clock UK time, as I said, and it's replayed on Thursday, and then it'll be made into a podcast. So if you can't come live, don't worry, you can listen to it afterwards. What's cool about listening to it live is you get the music as well. I am struggling to choose the music. I'm excited with all the different options I have, but I'm not sure what I'm going to choose. I think I'll probably put a separate post on here asking for inspiration with the music and see what you folk think. So that's what I wanted to share. The importance of speaking our truth and using our voice to directly and indirectly support others and help them to feel heard and supported. Yeah, that's what I've got. All right. I would love to hear from you if you've listened to this. I would love to hear that what I've said has touched you in some way. And I thank you for your time and your attention. All right. Take care. Have a wonderful rest of the week. I'm recording this on Monday, whenever it is that you're listening to it. All right. Cheers then. Bye-bye.